for its very survival. You said Male Prophet could get me 500 exosets. Without those missiles, we can't hold on to our own territory. I need those missiles, Benjamin. Where are they?
They're wrapped up in red tape. Well, you know how it is. We should be hearing from old Mel any day now. Here, it's Monte Cristo number 9.
You know, a lot of money has gone into your pocket. Money that could have bought morphine and plasma for my men, and you have delivered nothing. Male Prophet is very far away. You are not.
Well, I'll get to seeing how we can cut through some of that red tape.
You have 72 hours, Benjamin. Not a minute more.
Is it Colombian?
So few buyers know their precious stones, Mr. Prophet. It's always a pleasure to deal with a knowledgeable man.
Knowledge is the only instrument of production which isn't subject to diminishing returns. Colombian emeralds are the best. They're the only ones suitable for my sister.
10 carats, square cut, reserved for only the finest, clearest stones. Often a gem of this brilliance will overpower the beauty of its wearer. Often, but not always.
I'd like to know the stone more intimately.
Please.
The threads of imperfection running through the stones, the inclusions, are known as the jardin. The better the jardin, the clearer the stone, the more perfect the emerald.
1 million for the ring, 3.5 for the necklace.
1 million for the ring, 2.5 for the necklace. The central stone is too dark. I can take care of things here, kiddo.
I'm certain that Contessa de Marze could identify that ring. Then again, she's already collected on the insurance. Do you mind some company?
No, of course not.
Mel's not well.
You seemed all right a while ago. I guess looks can be deceiving.
You think I'd be used to it, his depressions. When it gets this way, I feel so alone. So I seek people out. Then I try to get rid of them because I'm so bored. You never bore me, Vinnie.
I think I'll put that on top of my resume. Not boring.
What were you thinking about?
I was just thinking about my mother. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Well, you call her, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, I call her, but it's not the same. Telephone can't take the place of walking into a kitchen, smelling home.
Tell me about her.
You know, she never finished high school, and she's the smartest person I know. If she wanted to solve all the world's problems, all you'd have to do is sit everybody down in front of a lasagna. Instant brotherly love. I really miss her.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I thought you never knew your mother.
Doesn't mean I can't miss her. Or think about how different my life would have been if she hadn't left us. Being abandoned by a mother you don't know for reasons you can't understand. I'm sorry, Vinnie.
No, Susan. Don't apologize for the way you feel.
I've been invited to a reception tonight at the French consulate. Since Mel isn't disposed, I thought that you might like to be my escort.
Yeah, I'd like that a lot.
It's black tie.
Oh, well, that's gonna be a problem. You see, I had to leave Atlantic City in kind of a hurry.
There's a Rosado tuxedo in your closet, 44 long.
How'd you know I'd say yes?
I didn't. I just hoped.
So, how'd it go?
I'm getting ready, aren't I? I told him you were sick. He believed it.
You know, I bet you that if you looked at Vince in just the right way, you could tell him I was the Dalai Lama and he'd believe you. You do have that power over him, Susie.
Mel, I don't like what we're doing to
I think it's a terrific idea. What Vince doesn't know won't hurt us. Besides, he's an employee. He works for us. Or had you forgotten that?
How's the food at these bashes?
It depends on how hungry you are.
I'm starving.
So am I. Mel usually works these affairs. Shakes the right hands, whispers in the right ears. I have to do it tonight. I won't be able to give you the attention we both deserve.
Yeah, we're not gonna be here all night.
No, but unfortunately, the French tend to throw parties that are more flash than sizzle. Maybe we can find a way to make our own party. Oh, I left my glove in the limo.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll meet you inside. Yo, buddy, hold up, wait a minute. All right.
Bored, Vinnie?
Sorry. I thought I perfected my technique for the discreet yawn in grammar school. Always worked on Mrs. Lambrakis.
Darling, I'm not Mrs. Lambrakis. And if I don't get my hands on you, I'm gonna scream. Can you meet me upstairs in 5 minutes?
What's upstairs?
A room where we can make our own party. B10.
Susan?
Que faites-vous ici? Cet endroit est interdit. Au personnel non autorisé.
I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, now I understand. Well, let's keep it friendly, okay? It's supposed to be a party.
I suppose you're the entertainment? Or maybe you were looking for the party favors? Fouillez-le. From the Attaché Office, Vancouver, to Defense Ministry, Angola, regarding delivery of 10 Ecurio 2 helicopters. Terms as discussed. This cable is the property of the French government. What are you doing with it?
I don't know.
You were searching through the files in this room?
I didn't know this was a file room.
There are many things you don't know, monsieur.
Well, there's one thing I do know. I want to get out of here.
One moment. I am Jacques Lozeau, attaché in Vancouver.
We found him here. This was in his pocket.
This cable is an obvious forgery. The French government does not sell military equipment to Angola.
I told you I'm with Susan Prophet.
Security is in the process of finding her now. Mr. Terranova, you have violated the territorial integrity of the Republic of France.
I haven't violated anything. And if the idea of false arrest means anything to you...
What was this telegram doing in your pocket?
You got me. It's a new tux. I don't know.
You expect us to believe
I don't
that?
care what you believe.
What's your interest in Angola?
I hear they make nice sweaters. Now, if you're going to hold me here, I got a right to see a lawyer.
Oh, it's about time.
Monsieur Lozeau, you sent for me?
Yes. And please accept my apologies for taking you away from the reception. We think this man is a thief. Perhaps even a spy. He says he came to the reception with you, that you will vouch for him.
There must be some mistake. I don't know this man at all.
Some guy here to post for you.
Mel had to move fast to cancel your spy ticket to the Bastille. Number 47, sector number 3. You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see.
I'm not in the mood, man.
If you're looking for blood, I already gave.
Where's Sue?
I don't know. She called me from that reception.
She set me up to get busted. What the hell is going on here? Huh?
Not here, and not from me. Look what I found.
Vinnie, glad to have you back with us. I hope the last few hours weren't too unpleasant.
No, it was a real picnic, Mel. I think on my next vacation I'll reserve the presidential suite.
We understand that you're angry and we're sorry.
And I'm supposed to wipe the slate clean, huh?
How about a drink?
How about an explanation?
That's fair. Jacques Lozeau, the man who interrogated you, is sort of a business associate. Except he doesn't know it yet. Someone's been selling arms illegally through the French consulate. But the fact that he raked you over the coals convinced me it was him. He can help me get what I want. It's something that will make me in the neighborhood of $50 million. I needed to get his attention. You were my attention getter.
No, correction. I was your patsy. Or yours. If you people want to play games with each other, that's fine with me. But I'm not going to jump in the sandbox with you.
Oh, don't let's pout, shall we? Keeping you in the dark about the document was our way of protecting you. Ignorance may not be bliss, but it's usually safe. We thought we'd let your emotions carry you. From what Sue tells me, you were very convincing.
Oh, yeah? Well, I wasn't the only one.
Vinnie, wait.
What?
I need to apologize.
I heard it once already.
Vincent, believe me,
Oh, it's Vincent now. Yeah, I like that. That's good. It does have a more sincere ring to it.
I didn't want to use you like that.
Also, setting me up was Mel's idea. But what did you add to the mix? A little orphan story and some heavy breathing in the back of the car?
The idea of keeping you safe. I didn't want you to have to lie when you said you didn't know anything about the cable. I wanted the needle steady in case they put you on the box. Let me try to make it up to you.
How you plan on doing that?
Well, you didn't have dinner. How about breakfast? What's the matter, Phil, huh? You cutting back on the chilies?
Must have an asbestos-lined stomach to eat that.
I guess I've built up a tolerance. You sure I can't get you one?
Oh, thank you.
You don't know what you're missing. Phil makes the best Red Hots in the world.
Yeah, you haven't had a Red Hot till you've had one at Nathan's.
What's Nathan's?
Nathan's on Coney Island. It's an American landmark. Ranks right behind Mount Rushmore and the Statue of Liberty. My buddy and me used to hang out there every Saturday night. Close the place down.
What's it like?
Well, in the front, they got this counter where they have the clam chowder and the barbecue ribs.
No. What's it like to hang out with your friends?
It's like hanging out with your friends. Guess you didn't do that much.
We were always the new kids in school. By the time we get to know anyone, we'd move and be the new kids in school again. Maybe one day you can take me to Nathan's and we can hang out. I always felt trapped. Sometimes all I can think of is just to run away. Wouldn't that be great, Vinnie? Just to run away.
Monsieur Lozeau, I'm Mel Prophet. I believe you met my sister last night. I believe you're acquainted with an employee of mine, Vince Terranova. The young man with the cable in the pocket of his tux. It appears that it's time we deal directly with one another.
What is this? What do you want from me?
Your signature on the dotted line of a government contract, in return for which I'm willing to remunerate you in the amount of, say, $1 million.
What kind of a contract?
500 Exocet missiles to be delivered within 48 hours.
Is this some kind of a joke? The arms sales are handled through the highest levels at the Elysee.
The ones your government knows about, not the black market ones. Facilitated through your consulate here in Vancouver and through your good graces. I hear the Angolans are quite pleased with their recent purchase.
I can't help you now if you'll excuse me.
Playtime is over.
This is a copy of the cable that you found on Mr. Terranova. N'est-ce pas?
Oh, she's a beautiful woman, Jacques. Love must be lovelier the second time around. The choice is simple. Either cooperate with us or we inform Elysee they have a freelancer on their hands. Do they still use the guillotine?
I can't talk here. Please, you must understand, I am not who you think I am. I don't authorize the arms sales. I'm simply the go-between, that's all. That's, as you say, the line at the bottom.
Who do you work for? Who pulls your strings? Oh, the paper's gonna play it up big, don't you think? French attaché takes kickbacks for arms sales. Merchant of death discovered. A diplomatic career in shambles. Your family disgraced. You're gonna take the fall for this man, whoever he is. End up in jail, your wife will divorce you, your kids will forget you, and the man you're protecting will keep lining his pockets. And that, as we say, is the line as the bottom.
Pierre Cosguer, Deputy Minister.
Do you have records of your deals? You have tapes of your conversations, Jacques? Do you have records?
I kept them as insurance in case.
In case the devil came knocking at your door, well, I'm here, Jacques, in 3D living color, and I want your soul. It's worth $1 million in my silence. Where's Cosquer?
Ottawa. A conference on...
I want to meet him tonight, 8 o'clock. There's an alley that connects Olive and Grand. Arrange it, would you?
Yeah, good afternoon. Sailor Hardware.
Agent 4587, date code, USA Entertainment, Luciano, Opera, Venice.
Hey, Vinnie T, are you learning how to play hockey?
No, right now I'm just skating on thin ice. Listen, Frank's gonna hear about it sooner or later, so we might as well hear it from me. I did some short time last night.
All right, give me the details.
I'll have to get back to you.
You've been waiting long?
Nah, a couple of minutes.
Put those in the trunk. Thank you.
So was there a sale or what?
No, they're presents for you.
For what?
Because I felt like it. If you don't like them, I could always...
No, they're beautiful. I think you ought to take them back.
If you're worried about not having enough French cuff shirts, there's 2 dozen in the trunk. Okay, what if I were to tell you the presents were an employee bonus? Would you take them then?
So I'm here as an employee, huh? No, Susan, there's only 2 reasons for giving somebody presents. One is because you want to show them how you feel. The other is because you want something.
I do want something. To show you how I feel.
You don't have to do it with cufflinks.
You're right. Hello, Ron.
Pierre Cosquer, graduate of the Sorbonne, youngest man to be given an ambassadorial post, touted as a future president of the Republic. A lot of duty-free firepower from Malprofit Enterprises. Pierre Cosquer, you're gonna be a wonderful man to own.
That's if you're interested in owning just one man. L'État, c'est moi.
What?
L'État, c'est moi. I am the state.
If you have a point, make it before I lose interest.
Your yearly income exceeds the gross national product of half the nations on this globe. What do you do with it? Now, if you are a sovereign nation with a foreign policy perceived to be friendly to the United States, you wouldn't be buying guys like Pierre Cosquer. You wouldn't be buying Exocets. You wouldn't be buying anything. They would be giving them to you.
What are you suggesting, Roger, that we overthrow some banana republic?
Wouldn't that be something now? Wouldn't that be something?
We can do this again sometime, whether it means anything to you or not, but I'd like for it to mean something. Turn left at the light.
The hotel's the other way.
I know, we have to meet Mel and Roger.
What do you want to do?
I said 8, Sue will be here.
Well, there's our boy.
Get the hell out of here!
Dead Prophet, the records, the railway station, local 125.
What was that meeting with Lozeau about?
He was supposed to introduce us to his contact, Pierre Cosquer.
Who the hell is he?
A French connection to the missiles.
What missiles?
We're selling missiles to Uruguay, to General Batista.
You didn't tell me this was about missiles.
You never asked. Did Lozeau say anything?
No, he was dead when I got there.
Where are they? I want my sister and Vinnie here now! Huh? Doesn't anybody know where the hell they are? What's the matter with you? You deaf?
Mel, I just talked to the consulate. Cosquer came in this afternoon from Ottawa. He'll be staying at the consulate at least until tomorrow.
Yeah, what about Vinnie and Sue?
Nobody's seen them.
You see, it had to be Cosquer. Lozeau called him. He told him about the meet. Cosquer knew he had one free shot, diplomatic immunity. What are you here, to cash a check? Go find Vinnie and Sue.
Raj.
Your brother's very worried about you. Where the hell were you? You were supposed to be in that alley at 8 o'clock.
I was.
Well, how come I didn't see you?
Because you were too busy running after Lozeau took it in the back, that's why.
Roger! I want you in here now!
His master's voice.
You have any idea the pressure I'm under? I got the oil shipments from the Gulf. I've got the laundering operation on the East Coast. I gotta try to stay alive without somebody sticking a knife in my back, and I gotta worry about where you are every second of the day. Hey, Vinnie, get in here. Come on, come on. How much do I pay you?
A lot.
Yeah, you're damn right, a lot. Huh? You know how much a bricklayer makes, or a barber, or the guy that chops up little anchovies they put on a pizza? I pay you 10 times that amount. And what do? You disappear with my sister during one of the most crucial business deals of my life.
Mel.
Huh? Why do I keep you around? Tell me that. Why don't I just make you disappear? Give me one good reason, huh?
Mel, I kept him away.
This is not over.
Mel, what do you want us to do? Cosquer's only in town another 12 hours.
And Lozeau is in the morgue. And we've got to find his insurance policy. Without those records, Cosquer and $50 million is gonna slip through my fingers.
It's a big town. Do you have any suggestions of where we should look?
Well, outside this room might be a good start. Hey, Guido. Try to stay out of his way.
If Mel had kept talking for another 2 minutes, I might have wound up Lozeau's slab mate.
What stopped him?
Susan.
Why'd she do that? You know, you better stand under the ice-cold shower of reality. You were in jail 2 days ago because of her. Have you forgotten?
Don't play me, Frank.
I didn't bring her name up.
I slept with her.
Vince. She's a beautiful woman.
What do you do, Frank? What do you do when you're 3,000 miles from your wife and the urge hits you?
I watch Billy Graham and pray for salvation. Here it is. You know, the thing that worries me is you're not the kind of guy that jumps into bed with anything that moves. You buy the whole package. There's got to be more to it.
You speak French?
Perrier.
Well, Coast girl know what it means. The signatures are all over these things. Well, let's get out of here.
This may get you halfway out of Mel's doghouse.
Yeah, but if I give this file to Mel, that means a missile deal's gonna go through and a lot of people are gonna die.
Not necessarily. I can catch a 6 a.m. flight to Washington, D.C. While you're showing the file to Mel, I show a copy to the State Department. You look good with him, the only thing that gets killed is the deal. Now, what are you gonna do about your other problem?
I don't know, Frank.
You know, I don't know what button she pushed, but she may be spinning a web you'll never get out of.
I think she's a Black Widow.
Well, I hope so, because then you won't think twice about taking her down.
Good morning.
Oh, hi. Where's Mel?
You look pretty good for someone who never got to bed. I'm going to talk to Mel. I don't want what he said to ruin us.
Guido, buongiorno. You're just in time to watch me kiss off 50 million bucks.
One of Lozeau's records? You got him. Hope I didn't get in your way.
This is it. This is what I needed. How did you get it?
I got it.
I asked you a question.
And I answered it.
I had 100 guys out here turning the city upside down.
Well, Mel, you got your guys, and I got mine. Now, if you want my guys to give it back, that's okay with me. But I figure you got 50 million reasons why you don't want to do that.
Here's the bait. Let's reel in the fish. Bring him to the boat.
Nice work, Vinnie.
Thank you.
So you got your guys, huh? Who are they? When do I get to meet them?
That's him.
Mr. Minister, I have a message for you.
I'm sorry, but I'm on my way back to Ottawa.
From Jacques Lozeau.
S'il vous plaît.
You want a drink?
I never drink before 5.
Ah, well, it's 6 p.m. in Paris. You might need that drink.
Deputy Minister.
Susan Prophet, my brother Mel.
I thought you'd be taller.
I'd like you to accept this as a token of my good faith, that our relationship is going to be long and very fruitful.
$1 million.
Deposit in the Swiss escrow account in your name. It's the same deal I offered Lozeau. $1 million for your cooperation in helping to facilitate arms sales to certain qualified buyers.
Who determines whether a buyer is qualified?
I do.
And if I refuse?
Oh. Why discuss unpleasantness when the point is moot? You've done this many times before. You and I know it.
These gentlemen produced but a single document purporting to detail a shipment of Mirage to a president long since deposed, to school children now pledge allegiance to a foreign flag. For every bishop you produce to authenticate my signature, I can produce 10 who will say it's a forgery.
Looked real to me.
Me too, Vince.
I came here only to satisfy myself that your information was without value. Now that I have, we have nothing further to discuss.
Hey, where you going? Relax.
Deputy Minister, take a look around. You think I pay for this place with stupidity? You would have had you come all the way down here on the basis of one piece of evidence? January 1983, the Republic of Chad. 50 Exocet missiles, September 85, Mozambique. 12 Mirage F-1s, June 87, Ecuador. Argentina, 200 Mark III self-propelled howitzers, July 87. India, 5 Mirage 2000, 600 Roland anti-aircraft attachments. Every cable containing your signature, a signature, I might add, that even the Pope himself would find difficult to deny. There you stand, Deputy Minister, amid the refuse of your career. I expect 500 Exocets to be delivered to General Jose Batista in Uruguay within the next 24 hours.
In return, you will give me the documents?
Well, I don't know, Vinnie. What do you think? You went to the trouble to find me. Think we ought to give them back?
Nah. Not unless you want to blow the sweetest deal this side of Crepe Suzette. You see, the Exocets, they're just an appetizer. This guy has access to Mirage 2000, Falk 30 battle tanks, Dolphin choppers. There's no end to the toys that this sugar daddy can provide.
No. Unless you give me the documents, you will get nothing from me. Nothing.
Hey. Mel Prophet can pick up a deputy minister any place. He doesn't need you, but you need him. Because if any of this information gets out, remember Louis XVI.
Now, which one of us is taller now? This is the one place I feel safe. One room in this battlefield we call Earth that God turned his back on long ago. They don't think I see the daggers pointing at me from the shadows, but I do. I never saw the dagger in your hand.
Let me hold you, Mel.
You were with him last night!
Holding him, kissing him, making love to him.
I didn't make love to Vince. He made love to me. You told me yourself. Sleep with him if you have to, but don't fall in love with him.
It was reverse psychology. I never figured it would go that far. I didn't sleep at all last night. I was overwhelmed with the thought of you and Vince together.
Laughing at me behind my back?
Criticizing me? Exploring each other for the first time? It was the first time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what it feels like to be shut out? Every pore of my existence feels the absence of you.
Mel, you're making way too much of this.
You think so? Your heart beats for him. It used to be I was the only one you needed.
You still are. But I'm in pain, Mel. I hurt. And all the money in the world won't make that go away.
Well, did he? Did sleeping with Vince make the pain go away?
Yes.
Well, good. Then Terranova served his purpose. You can throw him away now. You can do that, can't you?
Yes.
I want you to prove it to me. Let's play a little game. Let's pretend that this emerald is Vince. I want you to show me how you're gonna throw him away! I want you to throw him out to sea.
Mel, this ring is worth over $1 million.
It's stolen. It's used merchandise, just like Vince. Throw it away. It should be easy. After all, Vince means so little to you.
Well, if it isn't Vince Terranova, boy bloodhound. I've been in Vancouver on and off for over 2 years. You've been here 2 weeks. And you come up with Lozeau's documents and I end up sucking wind.
Do I detect a note of bitterness there, Roger?
I brought you into the organization. What makes you look good makes me look better.
Yeah. Pour me a cup, will you?
When I was a kid, my folks used to have to drag me to church every Sunday, kicking and screaming. They thought I had atheistic tendencies. What I had was acrophobia, fear of being crowded. When I look back at the competition, I like to see wide open spaces.
I'm not after your job, Roger.
You keep putting in these long hours, you keep pulling out white rabbits. I gotta wonder what for.
It's just the Catholic version of the Protestant work ethic. Man pays me, I do the job.
Your mama taught you good. What I can't figure out is why you got guys working for you here. And until I do, I'm not gonna get very much sleep at night. Not with one eye open all the time.
From Fidel's own humidor. Van Meer, my man in Uruguay, sent them.
Don't you know that Cuban cigars are illegal?
When was the last time you got pleasure out of something that was legal? Besides, we're in Canada. You know, Brent, I gotta admit, you surprised me. After that fiasco in Tennessee, I was beginning to wonder whether you were a worthwhile investment. Tell me, Brent, what do you think of Roger? I mean, just between you and me, what do you think of him?
I try not to.
That could be a mistake. It's important to think about the competition.
What are we competing for?
A bigger seat at the table. When this missile deal goes through, there'll be a nice piece of change in it for you. It should last you a while. My sister gets everything she needs from me. Good night, Vince.
Good night.
I thought you were going to make a habit out of not sleeping in your bed. Although I had no intention of letting you sleep.
Susan, about what happened last night.
It's still happening. I'm making love to you every minute. I'm falling in love with you, Vinnie. Love me?
You heard from McPike?
Yeah, Frank's in Washington, D.C. He says the State Department's been very cooperative and the missile deal's gonna get iced.
Good.
Good. Why don't you throw caution to the wind? Sound happy. We can chalk this one up for the good guys.
Did Frank say when he'd be back?
End of the week. Anything I can help you with?
Off the record?
You got it, pal.
I'm scared.
I don't blame you. Mel Prophet leaves bodies lying face up wherever he goes.
Nah, I can handle Mel.
Susan?
I'm scared of myself. I'm scared of feeling things for somebody that I know is wrong.
I've been there.
Thought I was the only one.
That's what everybody thinks. I kept trying to convince myself that what I was attracted to in the lady was more what she really was than what she really was.
What happened?
I was wrong.
You know, I told Frank I wanted to meet you.
Hey, I know. I'm flattered. Now listen, I can turn off this machine anytime you want.
Thanks.
You were right, Frank. Mel thinks I'm the second coming since I delivered those papers.
There's a downside to it. Finding those records activated Lococo's radar.
Professional jealousy?
Yeah, if I'm lucky. If the situation were reversed, I'd do everything I could to find out who Roger Lococo is. When are they gonna charge Coast Guard?
They're not. He's back in France. It was never filed.
What are you talking about? The whole point of this was to stop this missile deal and nail Coast Guard.
I just got a telex. Batista took delivery of 500 Exocet missiles. I go to Washington. I knock on the right doors. I talk the talk. But Prophet's power extends all the way to the Howlett Halls. Now, because I underestimated him, that war is gonna go on.
Well, Prophet's been living so close to the edge, he doesn't know how close he is. I think we're gonna have to show him, Frank.